What to do, comic book gurus? That's your boy, Ray from Razor Comics, with this weekly haul video. And this week, I visited an antique store in Mesa, Arizona, where I pick up a few books. And I also was able to pick up a Batman key, which I scratched off my list of Batman keys I wanted to accomplish for this year. And all funded by the hobby, guys. Yes, indeed. The hobby funded itself for this weekend. Boy, do I got a nice little story to tell you guys. I'm so excited about it. So excited to show you these books. Before we get into it, do me a favor. Do your boy a favor. Hit the like button. I'm told that it has something to do with an algorithm. I guess it gets the video shown more, basically. Also, check it out. If you guys like these videos, if you like comic book haul videos in general, if you like comic book talk, please consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, do it already. Hit the alert button so that way you get the videos when they pop up, which is usually every weekend. We try to get them out by Friday, no later than Saturday, depending on the schedule. Now, with that out of the way, whoo! Do I got a stack? Not a fat stack, but a fairly nice stack for the $25 that I made flipping a comic book on Facebook Marketplace. Very first time selling a comic book. It went well, guys. I'll tell you the story. If you haven't watched my video from the very get-go, it's video number 1. It's not even marked, but check it out. It's the Why Not Christmas special. I won a Miracle slab for $1. The Miracle Christmas special. Yes, on Whatnot, I wanted a slab for $1. Check it out, guys. I paid $9 total in shipping. We'll get into a total, exactly what happened on the video. That's what it's there for. But because I won that slab for $1, the shipping was $9 total, and the slab was nothing big. It was basically a Thor God of Thunder number 4. Exactly. Basically one of those comic books that shouldn't have even been slabbed in the first place. Like, who is sending in a Thor 9.8 or a Thor God of Thunder to be graded? And yeah, great, it came back at 9.8, but why? Why are you doing that? There's no significant value to it. There's no key significance. There's no reason to. I mean, it's cover's not even all that. So I was ecstatic that I even won it for $1 for one. So it was just sitting around, guys. It's my first graded comic book, that I ever bought, I ever purchased. I own all raw. So kind of a sore thumb. Thor, God of Thunder, number 4. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. Ended up, long story short, selling it for $25. Met the guy down the street. Picked up my cash money, and I was off to the races, guys. I was so excited, so pumped just from selling the comic book. I'm feeling like I'm a professional comic book flipper here. You know what I mean? So I have $25 to burn in my pocket. And let me tell you what, it was burning a hole in my pocket. So the very next day, yesterday, Saturday, I got up and I decided to do something I never did before, which was visit an antique mall like I always see on these videos. So one of the things I wanted to cross off on my bucket list for the year. Now, I was going to the antique mall with the full purpose of trying to find some Batman books, hopefully Silver Age Batman. I'm thinking antique mall, Silver Age, maybe some Golden Age, who knows, right? This was an antique kind of like super mall. It's the size of a small comic book convention, but maybe even the size of an actual comic book convention. A lot of vendors, it's so much to go through. I couldn't go through it all. A lot of walking. You had to select, what you were going to go through. So I was able to find a couple of short boxes and a vendor that had a lot of modern books. So let me show you what I got, what I paid for. We'll talk about it. First couple books here, as you can see, they're polybagged. Now, one thing that I did not accomplish was scoring any Batman Silver Age. Now, there wasn't any Silver Age at all there to begin with, guys, which was kind of depressing. It was an antique mall, and the only Silver Age books were in this case locked away, and I forgot exactly what it was, but I know I saw some Tomb of Dracula, maybe a Man-Bat, but the price in there was just crazy, and it was weird. All mainly that was there were modern books. There was some bronze and some copper, a lot of that, a lot of DC, the Rebirth, the New 52. There was Sandman books. There was a lot of those 90 image books. So, I mean, it was weird because I was looking for Silver Age and I couldn't find any. I came across a lot of modern, which was cool because that's my wheelhouse. Yeah, I know I'm not a professional modern book collector, but that's all I collect. So for the most part, I'm good with that. I was able to dig through a couple of boxes, and this is what I found. Let me show you. Now, as you can see, there's some polybags right here, guys. Some polybag goodness. When I see polybags, my eyes light up. I don't know why. I like polybags books for some reason. These were there. There was 3 of them. This guy had his books for $3 a piece. Let me see if I can get the shot, everything in there. Perfect. So this guy had his books for $3 a piece. I was like, perfect. I was figuring Antique Mall, they're probably going to upprice their books anyways, right? You know, the dollar books are probably going for $3, $4. I get it. So I was kind of thorough, flipping through books, taking my time as much as I could because you get kind of tired flipping through them. And I saw these poly bags, and here it is. Something I haven't seen before. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a Secret Wars Marvel Collector Core #1. That is Jane Foster Thor Funko Pop Edition. Yeah. So I saw that. I was off to the races. I was happy. I was like, heck yeah, for $3, throw it in the pile. Add it up. Like it. I'd never seen it before. Didn't have any idea that these came in polybag. So when I came home, I did research on it, looked it up. I was excited to see that these were actually part of, I guess, what's called like a subscription. It was a part of a 9-series subscription where every month, I'm not sure if it came out in a box or if these came out with a Funko Pop, but it was part of a subscription that came out every month. And in the subscription, you got this. There's 9 of them. This is one of them. So obviously, you know me, I got to have the other 8. But it's Secret Wars. It's #1. It's Funko Pop on eBay. They go around $5. So already I'm happy. $3. That's going for $5 on eBay. It's a #1. The condition is awesome. If you could take a look at it, the polybag, polybag is what it is, but it's Funko Pop. It's Jane Foster. It's cute. It's fun. We love it. And it's a #1. Boom. You can't go wrong for $3. So I'm happy already. I'm sitting there. I see another one. And another one. So we see another one. I'm guessing, yes. What is it? What can it be? And it's the Marvel Collector Core Champion #1. Guys, first off, that is a cool cover. I like the little Funko Pop design. Not sure who did it. Not sure who did the covers. But the design is cool. I couldn't find exactly who the actual artist was. But that is a sick cover. Look at it. Look at Cyclops. Look at the laser ray coming out of his eyes. Look at that. Zoom. Zoom. Just cutting stuff up. Came through the background. Look at that. It just pops, right? Cut that hole through the background and just coming at you. Cyclops coming at you. Didn't know how to get you. So let's let the Lazy Susan, Lazy Susan, do your thing. Check that out. That is sweet. Now, check this out, guys. Not only is it a sweet cover, not only $3, not only is it part of that Funko Pop subscription series that they had, but it is a key. That is Champions #1, which is the first appearance of the new Champions. So this one comes for a little bit more value on eBay. I do believe they're around $10, $8, $10, somewhere in that range. I bought it for $3. Happy with that. $6, guys. Boom, already. Remember, let's start from the beginning. We start off at $25, flipping that Thor, God of Thunder, whatever. I got these two, $3 each. So I'm already $6 in. We're making that $25. Trying to make it spread out. We're trying to get the hobby to pay for itself. So far, so good. Here's the last one. Now, if you might notice, something different. A little something different about this one. You're right. It says printed in Canada. Now, I'm not sure if that had it, if it was different or what, but I didn't notice that. So I had the expectation that, okay, this is probably not going to be the same kind of series. Probably gonna be something different. What is it? Whatever. Well, check it out. Sick. Virgin cover, poly bag. Now looking at it, I didn't have any idea what book it is, what series, whatever. I noticed the characters. You know, it looks like it's Justice League, Batman. You know, you got the Teen Titans there. So the cover was just sick. That was just gorgeous. I love that cover. Give it a spin in the Lazy Susan. We'll turn it from the side there. That is nice. When I came home, did the research. Check this out, guys. That is a new Teen Titans #1, 1980. Which is a key as well. That's the first appearance of Ravager in this book. Key. Yes. This one on eBay, it's a little bit more. Goes for around $20. If you check it out, how much are these being sold for in the poly bag? It's around $20. Whoo! I was super pumped, guys. $3, $20 book. Man, and I like it. I'm going to keep in the poly bag. I think that's sick. That's right down my alley. It's Batman. It got some kind of key significance in there. It's the first appearance of Ravager. New Teen Titans, even though it's not necessarily a Batman book, it's the New Teen Titans, the Batman on the cover. I thought that was just awesome, guys, for $3. If you guys know anything about these books, guys, this one also was something Corp. So I do believe it's also part of that Funko series. I might be wrong. But if you guys have any idea about any info, you know, because I couldn't find a whole lot of info, please just let me know. What you guys, I know these two are part of like a 9 series subscription. I don't know if that one was, but I do know it's part of like a core. I think it's just cool. It's polybag. It's New Teen Titans. It's a first. It's a #1. Yeah. Super static, guys. Super pumped. As you can hear, I'm so excited. $9, you know. So $9 for those, and I was still on the run, still moving around. Went to another booth inside there, and I came across these goodness here. I'm just going to show you guys. Let me just pull them out. You're going to just love this. As you guys know, I am a big Spider-Man 2099 guy, as you can see from the back. He's my guy. Out of all the Spider-Mans, he's my favorite. Amazing Spider-Man is dropping the ball right now. Ultimate is a great read, but Spider-Man 2099, I feel, is underrated. I love Miguel O'Hara. Think they need to do more to the character. But once I seen this for $4, which is right on, I had to have it. Put it part of my Spider-Man 2099 collection. It's Spider-Man 2099 Civil War II, #13. That is a Francesco Mattina. And I love the Mattina covers, guys. He is one of my new favorite artists that I've just been discovering, as far as that I now can kind of recognize some of his artwork. It's kind of that Alex Ross style, but this is just sweet. That is such a nice cover. Take a look at that. Let's get that a little closer there. That is a sweet Mattina Civil War #2. And of course, that's the #13. Also have the #14. And look at this. Oh, man. That is beautiful. Look at Punisher. That is so sweet. Spider-Man 2099, #14. Civil War II. Mattina cover. That is beautiful. That is just a thing of beauty. So now I'm going to have to complete this run. Now I'm going to be looking for these guys. Yeah, this is just a nice cover. I thought it was a great pickup for $4. So that was the antique pickup. Let me put these next to each other. Look at that. Man, those are sweet. So for $4 a piece, I thought that guy was right on his price. If you look on eBay, they go around for $3.99. So pricing wise, I was very happy with this little haul from the antique mall. $20 with taxes. So I walked out of there with a $5 bill in my pocket. But at this point, guys, I was already tired. I was feeling faint. And when I feel faint, I need a cheeseburger. So I had to refuel. I had to recharge. I stopped off in the Carl's Jr. parking lot, and I inhaled that double Western bacon burger. Let me tell you, it was the best double Western bacon burger I ever had. Boy, I tell you, that was a good old double Western bacon burger. Oh man, that made me feel so good. Just thinking about it, it's making me hungry. But after inhaling a burger, drinking some water, guys, I got a second win. I was feeling good because I still had $5 in my pocket, and I got this stack of books. Didn't even have to pay anything out of pocket. Just walking around with a big smile on my face, like I'm 12 years old again. So I paid a visit to the LCS because I knew there was a book on the wall that I've been wanting to get, that I wanted to add to my Batman key collection. So I was going to pick it up. I knew it's there. It was on the wall. It's been there for a while. It was still there when I got there. Before I show you that, I did pick up a couple of new Comic Book Day books that I missed with my Wednesday pickup, only because it just didn't meet the budget. I set a budget, guys, and I firmly believe you should too. Set a budget. Don't let the hobby get a hold of you. Don't let FOMO get you. These books mainly go for $1. You're going to find dollar sales with your LCS. To have patience, guys. Don't go out there and spend crazy money. Set a weekly budget. Stick to it. Don't listen to this craziness. Budget. No. It's hard-earned money. You work for that money. These books are expensive. Set your budget, right? Set those limits. Don't let FOMO get you. So these are one of the covers that I missed during the new Comic Book Day that I wanted to pick up. Now that I had a little extra change on me, a little extra $5. So I picked this one up. This is the Ultimate Black Panther #2. This is the Boss Logic cover. This is so sweet. I love these covers. Look at that. Boss Logic covers are super dope. I do believe these are the best covers on the Ultimate Black Panther run right now. I know the Ultimate Black Panther and the Ultimate Series, the A covers are, of course, what everybody desires, and that's the most, I guess, not affordable ones, but the ones that are going to be more valuable. However, I believe that the Boss Logic covers are the better looking covers out of this Ultimate Black Panther run. And I'm trying to pick up that very first #1 Boss Logic cover. This is the #2 with Shuri, King T'Challa's sister. And I think that is just super dope. Look at the Panthers in the front. You can see how the shadowing that he uses is just so, that's just nice. So I picked that up. The next book I picked up was another new Comic Book Day that didn't make the cutoff for the budget. And this was, I thought, the cover of the week as far as new Comic Book Day covers. Comment down below if you guys agree, disagree, or what you think or what you feel your comic book cover of the week is. For me, it's this one right here, Carnage. #5. I don't read the series. I do know, spoiler alert, that Dylan dies in this one, guys. The kid gets killed. So I do know that Dylan dies in this one. I did flip through it, and artwork inside is pretty good. It's all right. It's nothing to write home about. But I felt for the far as the cover of the week, when I first saw this, I'll be honest with you, without just looking up any information and just kind of briefly seeing it on the videos, I thought this was a Peach Momoko cover. Turns out it's not. It's a guy named Juan or Javier something or another, but that's not Peach Momoko. But looking at it at first glance, man, that looked like a Peach Momoko cover. But that is so sweet. It's sick. I love that Carnage cover. Venom on the front. I guess that that water paint style. I thought that was the cover of the week. Boom. So while I was there, we had to pick up the key on the wall. Again, the hobby pretty much funded itself. I was already $5 to the good. So at this point, this was out of pocket, which was not a big deal. Let me show you what I got, guys. Let's scratch it off the list. Boom. Batman Year 3, number 436, part 1 of 4. This is one of those affordable keys I've been wanting to pick up. It's been on that wall for a while. I picked it up. It only cost me $10, guys. $10. This is the first appearance of Tim Drake. in a comic book. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna open it up. So yes, again, the first appearance of Tim Drake. And this to me is one of my favorite storylines because if you haven't read it, and I'm going to dumb through it, I don't care. I'd like to look through my comic books. If you haven't read it, it's basically starts off with Batman doing Batman shit. But the story's about Dick Grayson and how he's, as Nightwing, he's basically looking into the death of his family. The guy that murdered his family is on trial. So they're showing the trial, and basically, I do believe the guy gets off, and it causes Dick to trying to go to the dark side. But it also shows the first appearance in here, and I'll flip to it. Look at this goodness right here, guys. This is sweet. This is the whole reason why we collect comic books. But I might have skipped it. Where is it at? It's coming. And there he is. Boom. There's our boy. And if you notice, who's to the left of him, guys? Oh, it's just Batman. Just casually sitting there. Oh, look, it's Dick Grayson jumping in the air with his family, which wonderful. Oh, if you practice, you could just be just like him. Don't encourage him, dear. That is awesome. There it is. You got Bruce Wayne right next to him in the front row, and this is basically what's happening. It's a shakedown going on, and of course the owner's like, no, we're not going to pay. And you got Dick Grayson, the Fine Graysons, and we all know the story. They sabotage the line. There's Tim Drake. And yeah, parents, family falls to the death. Tim Drake is watching it like, what the hell is going on? Did I just watch some crazy shit that just happened in front of my face? So, yeah, that's the first appearance of Tim Drake in the comic book. Let's take a look here. Hun, we can't stay. Let's get him home. Look. And of course, who's going to show up? Who do you think's going to show up? The guy. Batman. So, yes, glad to have it. This was the first appearance of Tim Drake for $10. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of things here. This is Razor Comics, guys. So, when I buy a book, I'm looking for razor sharp edges. And the only thing that I saw that could hurt is this little spine tick right here. Might not even be able to see it, it's so small. But there's a small spine tick. It's not going to focus. But it's real small, guys. But it's enough to where I can see it. And it's a spine, it's a color breaking spine tick right on the cape right here, right there. And it breaks the color just enough to where it probably takes it out of that 9.8 range. It puts it into like the 9.6. But just looking at the book with the corners, everything looking very sharp. Of course, you give it a good pressing, which it looks like it already has been pressed. You can see that there is just a small spine, maybe not. But yeah, that's all I was able to see for $10. I thought that was a great value. Now, I'm not going to send it in to get graded. I will look to try to get a better copy just because of that spine breaking color tick there. So, but as far as the collection is concerned, I would say that's about a 9.6, and that is awesome for $10. It's a key. Check it off the list. We mark it down. I had fun over the weekend. Hobby pretty much paid for itself. I got to get out experience shopping at an antique mall, and I'll tell you, the value is really not all there. You want to go out there and have some fun, that's great. The prices are going to be, expect to pay a little bit more on your books. There are some unique books, though, so if you want to find some uniqueness, something different, then that's cool. I didn't see any Silver Age. It's not going to deter me from looking at other antique places, but I was happy with the haul that I did come home with, and we'll show you again. That's the Carnage. That is the Boss Logic for New Comic Book Day. The Spider-Man Civil War Part 2, number 13. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite of the pickups. Love those Latina covers. And then the surprising pickups are these right here. These polybagged, the Champions. That right there, new tie-ins. Number 1, first appearance of Ravager, the Secret Wars, number 1, that Funko Pop Thor. So those were surprising. And then, of course, top it all off, we got that Batman number 436, first appearance of Tim Drake in a comic book. Yeah. So we get to scratch that off the list. We had a fun time doing it, guys. I appreciate you guys checking me out every weekend. Next weekend, we're going to drop another video. Please check us out next weekend. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe. And until next weekend, I'll check you later.